I, I don't know what to tell y'all on Twitch, bro. It's looking steep. YouTube, for some reason, it works. On Twitch, I don't know. It looked like my shit is dying, bro. So, hey, it is what it is, bro. The information go get out of here. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't have time to figure it out because it's late. So, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and start leaking. I'm gonna do what I do best. It's just that simple, bro. Not about to mess with the tech today. So look, give you all a little recap for those that was here, for those that was not. Whoop de whoop, right? We got this right here, and I was talking about how Skarlet is actually going to make an appearance, and she's probably going to be the next cameo, if not one of the Combat Pack kids, right? But I have a strong feeling that Skarlet and/or Kai is going to be the next cameo, right? Now, here's how I came to this conclusion, bro. And hold on, actually, let me go ahead and put this in my URL, so just in case y'all folks on this end don't get it. There you go. So just in case y'all don't get it, bro, just go to the YT channel, bro. If you can't see it on Twitch, bro, but it is what it is, man. So look, Skarlet, right? Skarlet, she's gonna be the next cameo, all right? And here's how I came to that conclusion, y'all, right? Ed Boon, number one, put out a tweet, right? And he was like, characters are getting buffs, more cameos, more skins, more gear, anything to make the game more fun and to play and compete with, right? This right here was huge, right? And I'm going to get to why this is going to intertwine with the whole Skarlet thing in a second, right? But this is huge, right? Because this tells us right here, right now, right, that we are getting more content for the game, right? So for the people that kept saying that this game is dying, you know, the retarded folks that keep thinking that this game is going to die, you know, just shut the hell up. Shut the hell up, bro. We've already said this time and time again, bro. This game is going nowhere, bro. This game is going to be out for the next year until they finish making the next Injustice game or the next Mortal Kombat game, whatever one they're going to come out with, right? All in all, bro, we are getting Combat Pack 3, right? Like, it's inevitable at this point, right? For my folks on YouTube, hopefully y'all can see this too. Hold on. Let me make sure that my YouTube portal is it is maybe. Yes, no. Hopefully it is. I don't know. But the technical difficulty be technically difficult on here, though. I swear. But no, it's working on my end. It's working on YouTube. All right. I just wanted to make sure I could see y'all's comments on here too, because I don't want to have y'all feel like y'all left out. But check me out, right? So Ed Boon basically confirmed, right, that they are still updating this game, right? They're still coming out with more content. They're still coming out with just about everything there is to come out with this game, right? So, with that being said, right, this pretty much confirms that we are getting a Combat Pack 3, right? It confirms it at this point, y'all, right? And then he goes in and says, okay, today, which 4 fighters do you feel need the most love in Mortal Kombat 1, right? Just 4. Not 3, not 10, just 4, right? So that shows that, number one, they're more than likely going to update the game to the player and what the player actually wants, right? Which is a huge step in the right direction for a game that a lot of people felt like the game was dead and in the water, right? So now he wants suggestions on what we want to do, right? Which a lot of developers should be taking this direction in a lot of games, but they're not. So this is actually huge because NetherRealm Studios and Ed Boon is showing that they're willing to swallow their pride and to actually give us a quality game, right? Which is what they should have done in the beginning. But hey, bro, I will take what I can get for right now, right? NetherRealm Studio, bro, is ran by a bunch of fucking idiots. We know this for a fact, right? Especially in the MK community. But now it seems like they're finally going in and they're finally going to start finding their legs. They're finally going to start asking us what we personally want inside of the game, right? Now, that is the biggest hint that I can give you guys for this lady right here in the first row, for the third slot, right? Because if enough people go and they ask for Skarlet to be in the game, right? Which they're already in developing and making. And once again, I will get to that in a second. But if enough people ask for a certain character to get inside the game at this point, right? It's going to be an uproar. And NetherRealm Studios is going to make it a priority to go ahead and give us what we want at this point. All right? If you guys look at it from that standpoint, if you look at it from, okay, they're listening to the players. Here's what the player want. We're going to go ahead and we're going to deliver. That's what we're going to end up getting, right? Now, the biggest thing with NetherRealm Studios and Warner Brothers is hitting them in their pockets, right? Y'all remember back in, I want to say 2023, where we had the whole thing where the fatalities for the Halloween, Christmas, and Thanksgiving fatalities were like, they made you buy it, right? We had to physically purchase that shit, right? When people decided that, hey, we're not about to buy it, right? We're not having it, right? And what did they do? They end up lowering the price on it, right? So who's to say that they won't take another step forward into actually giving us exactly what we want, right? Especially since most people think that this game is already dead in the water anyways, right? And I know y'all seen the last tournament. The views, it was subpar. It wasn't, tanking. It wasn't, spectacular. It was subpar, right? Not something that you would see from an MK game. And I know that hit them hard, right? And a lot of people that are leaving this game proves that this game, right, is trying to make an effort to actually give us more content so that they can get more money inside of their pockets, right? So, let's say, for example, if they were to drop a big character like Skarlet, y'all don't think the play count would increase? Let's be real for like 2 seconds, right? The play count would increase tremendously if they decided to do that, right? If they decided that they wanted to make this game and cater to specifically us as the audience, this game would definitely start finding its legs more than what it's finding it, right? So, let's go into... Oh, and I got some stuff for Cassie too, bro. I got stuff for Cassie too, man. But let's go, because I want to go ahead and revisit a video, right? By an old friend. I shouldn't even be calling him an old friend, because... Good buddy can't stand me, bro. I know he can't, dog. He's been avoiding me for a while, bro. And I see that you posted, 3 hours ago? So let's go ahead and do this right here. Let's go ahead and put you in. Because Dynasty ended up dropping a video, and he was on the... Well, I shouldn't even say he was on the money, because he just literally just covers the stuff, right? He finds whatever Interloco gives him, and he's like, here we go. And he kind of spoon feeds it to him. But, let's see here. I think it was... No, it wasn't this one. It was the one without the faces. I know for a fact it was the one without the faces, right? Or no. It was this one. Or was it? No, it was this one. This was 4 days ago.
Reaching your financial goals can feel...
Let me see if I can skip this. Hold on.
Hey, Meta, is it...
Oh, that was perfect. That was 5 seconds. Hey, trick for YouTube ad watchers, bro. If y'all don't want to watch ads...
guys don't care for Tor or any of the new
characters. Keep going back and out,
like...
and keep going back in. It'll literally remove the ads for you. Right? For y'all that don't like watching ads, because I don't like to sit there and watch an ad for like an hour and 30 minutes. That's the best way to do it. Right?
All the way down to...
Alright. So, is this the screenshot that I was looking for? Madam Bo. Okay, so look, yeah. So, I've noticed that some of the audiobook files, the list sounds were removed from the game. In other words, I can see that the names of the sound files, but the actual audio was added later. All right. So basically, what he's going on and he's describing, right, is that a couple of things were kind of mixed and matched, right, and he couldn't really get the audio to line up with certain characters. Certain characters had certain audios, and other characters just didn't have any audio at all, right? All in all, back in the day, I found the sound files for the 2 unknown characters. One name was Madame Bo, and the other one is still in the files. All right. So right then and there, right, that proves right then and there, just from that little small segment alone, you guys. And I told you I'm about to get spicy today. From this little segment alone, right, it shows y'all that we have at least one more character for Combat Pack 2. All right, one more character for Combat Pack number 2. All right, this is not even mentioning Combat Pack number 3. Right, so we still got one more character, one more cameo fighter to look forward to. All right, and my guess for the cameo fighter, I'm gonna guess that it is going to be Kung Jin. All right, that's my guess. All right, since we already got a rendering for Kung Jin, I believe that Kung Jin is going to be the next cameo fighter for Mortal Kombat 1. For the Combat Pack number 2. All right. Based on the types of sounds, I figured out that this was second character is also a cameo fighter. So he then again confirms that it's a cameo fighter, and they appear in the 7th slot, right, which is the slot pretty much right next to Madame Bo. All right. Now,
source code Immortal.
Let's go in and let's look at this right here. All right. Give me 1 second, y'all. Because I'm already knowing that this gots to be able to see, my boys. Gots to be able to see. Gots to stay anonymous and gots to be able to see. Right? But look. So we got possible characters. We got Blaze, Jade, Cabal, Collector, Taven, and Tor. And we have Frost. Right? Possible cameos. We got Meat. We have Cabal. We have Kai. There goes Kai again. Right? We got Blaze, Cassie, Cetrion, Chameleon, or Centurion, Dagon, Hanzo, and Onaga. Alright? So, with evidence, I'm about to go ahead and prove to you guys. And we about to go ahead and just solve this mystery real quick, right? So with evidence, right? And I'll go ahead and turn this back on. Did I fuck this up? There we go. All right. So we got Blaze being number 1, right? Blaze more than likely is not going to come because we are not in Armageddon, right? So if I remember correctly, there was a certain requirement that you had to do in order to get Blaze, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but it was a certain requirement that you had to have in order to get Blaze to activate, right? Same thing for Onaga, right? There has to be a couple of things that have to happen before Onaga can actually make a crazy appearance, right? For Jade, now Jade, we know, and if you've been on this channel for a long time, you already know that Jade's voice actor, who is not Megan Fox, the voice actor for Natara, Megan Fox, pretty much went in and confirmed Jade, right? And this is going to go ahead and this is going to confirm Combat Pack number 3, right? Because we had audio files for Jade, which some of those files did get introduced into to Cyrax, right? Which I know a lot of people was upset about. But all in all, Jade still has a couple of sound files inside the game, which are still viable to be used inside of the Combat Pack number 3. All right. So, what does that mean for us, right? What does Jade right here in this list have to do with anything, right? Oh, 1 second. So, with Jade being inside of this list, right? I'm pretty much just going to go ahead and just confirm this character, right? From all the information that I've gotten, from everything that I've pretty much covered over the entire year for MK, period, right? So for Natara, the whole voice acting thing with Jade, you know, pretty much solidified that this character had something to do with Mortal Kombat 1, right? We never saw Jade make an appearance at all for Combat Pack 2. We know that Combat Pack 2 is only going to have one more cameo before this game is before most people think that this game is pretty much kaput, right? After the whole Combat Pack cameo gets dropped, we are more than likely going to go into the Mortal Kombat 3, Combat Pack 3 era, which they're saying that it's not going to happen, but we already know it's going to happen. And the reason why we know it's going to happen is because we have the voice lines for Jade, which we know that they're still going to use, y'all. All right? So that is literally the biggest evidence for that character. Not only that, but when they released Chameleon had a couple of Jade's movesets which were not even thought of, right, until this character even came into the scene, right? And then all of a sudden she ends up getting Jade's Glade. Like, come on, bro. Let's be real. Come on, bro. They can literally take certain moves from Chameleon and they can literally add Jade inside of the game. They've done it so many times in so many different games, you guys. And you telling me that they're not going to do it for this game specifically? Get the fuck out of here. Like, come on. Let's be real for like 2 seconds, right? So those are the two biggest evidence lined up for this character specifically, right? And my final piece is that Megan Fox is never, ever, ever coming back. And John Cena. They're never, ever, ever, ever coming back to NetherRealm Studios. Ever, right? There was a one-take gang. That was it. You know, these celebrities, they have everything else to do but worry about a fucking Mortal Kombat game. Let's be real for like 2 seconds, all right? So they've got the stuff needed for Jade. It's coming. We just have to be patient, right? And not only that, but she's also getting the Melina treatment. Y'all remember in Mortal Kombat 11 when Melina was just basically like not confirmed. And then all of a sudden, you know, they drop a final combat pack and then all of a sudden we get Melina. Well, that's what they're going to do with this, right? They're going to try to find their legs like they normally do, right? Because a lot of people are like, oh, the game is shit, you know, whoop-de-whoop, right? And then next thing you know it, we end up getting the character that we asked for years ago, because now at this point it doesn't matter, but they're going to go ahead and collect a couple of more coins from this game, and then they're going to release their next game, right? It's a marketing strategy. It is. It really is, right? Ed Boon knows that we want Jade, right? He's dangling a carrot in front of our face. Let's be real for 2 seconds. He's dangling a carrot in front of our face, and we falling for the bait, right? So for the people that want to see Jade inside the game, just be patient. You literally have to be patient, bro. I want Jade for Mk1. Everybody wants Jade, bro. Everybody wants Jade. Honestly. Skarlet's animality. If I had to guess what Skarlet's animality would be, I would have to say it would probably be it probably wouldn't be a bat because Natara already has a bat. Oh man. Actually, I don't know. What would she be? That's an interesting question. What would she be? I'm literally drawing a blank for that one. Would Jade or Skarlet be animalities be? I know Jade would probably have something to do with like a deer or a gazelle or something like that, right? It's probably gonna be a deer. I can see Jade like being like a deer or something like that. For Combat Pack 3 or else, yeah, we're getting Combat Pack 3, bro. Anybody that's saying that we're not getting Combat Pack 3, bro, fuck them. Honestly, fuck them, bro. We're getting Combat Pack 3, bro. Like I'm so sick and tired of hearing like we're not getting Combat Pack 3, and then you know we end up getting more content. Everybody's saying like the game is dying, then we get more and more content, and then everybody's like, oh my god, it's not actually dying. Yeah, no shit. Skarlet would probably be Mosquito. That's a good one. Mosquito is actually a really good one. That would be tough. It's like a giant mosquito. That would be scary as hell too. I would love to see something crazy like that. Like, yeah, they're NetherRealm Studios, bro. They'll get creative, right? That's one thing they'll do. They got the creativity aspect, bro. But when it comes to like any type of brain power, they're brain dead, bro. I swear, honestly. Cabal. Cabal. If they did add Cabal, they would take a lot of moves from they would take a whole lot of moves from T1000, right? I could see that happening if they were to add that character inside this game. Also, let's go back to these notes too. Let's go back to these notes, right? Because we solving a mystery, y'all. Y'all gotta help me solve this mystery too, bro. If there's something I missed, y'all gotta let me know, man. Y'all gots to let me know. Right? And we'll get into the combat pack kids in a second too. But where are we at with it? Right here. Alright. So this is from Inner Loco. Alright. Jay's animality needs to be something similar to hummingbird. You think it's gonna be a hummingbird or a mantis? I think we already got a mantis. I think it was who was it? Oh, you talking about for Melina and for Katana? Yeah, so the hummingbird, Katana, and then the mantis. That'd be an interesting one. I wonder what do you think Jay would be, bro? I'm gonna be honest with you, because you probably got a better idea than I do for the animalities. Like a flower animal. Flower animal. Shit. Damn, I really don't know. Like, I would. The first thing that came to my mind is a bumblebee. I'm not gonna lie to you. Jade don't have anything to do with like yellow, so I have no clue. An animal that is associated with flowers. Yeah, the first thing that came to mind was like a bumblebee, bro. Oh man. Alright. So Cabal, bro. This is what Inner Loco put in, bro. Once again, shout out to Inner Loco, bro. I'm not gonna say Cabal isn't gonna come to Combat Pack because Inner Loco knows more than I do, right? He does, right? But if I had to guess, I would literally say that Meat and Kai are gonna have the strongest chance of making it, right? And the reason I say Meat, and this is speaking for Combat Pack number 3, you guys, right? So for all the idiots that keep saying that we're not getting Combat Pack 3, why are these two characters still in the list? Yet we only got one slot left. Let's be real for 2 seconds. Let's just be real for 2 seconds. Right? So, Meat, right? We know that we're getting Meat because Ed Boon pretty much confirmed it. He had a little list that he dropped on Twitter, which I'm pretty sure he deleted, right? Where it basically had everything on the list, and it was pretty much everything on the list was pretty much confirmed. The only thing that we haven't confirmed yet on that list was Test Your Sight, and it was a test something else. I think it was Test Your Luck. Test Your Sight and Test Your Luck, right? Those are the 2 things that we didn't get, you guys. But he also put in that Meat is a cameo. True or false, right? This is a long time ago. This is back in 2023. You guys, a lot of people don't remember this, but it ended up happening. There's green bees called sweet bees. Look it up. I might have to, bro. I'm so uneducated on my animals, bro. I definitely have to look that shit up. I'm gonna be honest with you. So for Meat, I think Meat is gonna be a cameo, you guys. Like at this point, Ed Boon pretty much confirmed it, right? 100%. For Kai has been mentioned in Inner Loco's list, and he's also been introduced inside of this list right here as well, at the top left corner, right? Second slot. Top second slot, right? If you guys look at this list, you guys see that Madame Bo is at the bottom, right? Now, Madame Bo just got confirmed, right? She just got confirmed. Kira is a black dragon, and she is ghost-faced inside of this game. You guys don't believe me? She's the assassin, right? Go back and look at the old Mortal Kombat games. Go back to Mortal Kombat Armageddon. Go back to Mortal Kombat Deception, whatever game it was. I don't remember which game she was in, right? Go back to that game, take a look, and see the animation for the knife throw. It is the same exact animation. Same exact animation for the knife throw that is for the ghost face for the assassin. So she's in the game. She's already in the game. This has already been 100% confirmed. She's here, right? Same goes for Madame Bo. All right, Madame Bo is in the game. It's confirmed, right? Interloco just literally made a list right here and said this are the potential characters from what he data mined. He data mined this. Don't give me he data mined this, right? He looked through all this information. He checked it out, right? And he said that these characters have the highest potential, the ones that are not crossed out, to be in Combat Pack 3, right? So once again, this confirms that Combat Pack 3 is coming. This is confirming it again, all right? So he has Kai. Look at Kai. Kai once again. Let's go back into our list. Kai. Once again, he's inside the list. So if this list is accurate, right, and if Kai ends up popping up for Combat Pack 3, you guys, right, this would mean that is 1, 2, 3 characters in this fucking list that have been confirmed at this point. And if 3 of these characters end up getting confirmed, right, then that would mean that Skarlet's going to end up getting confirmed, and the rest of these other characters inside of this cameo slot is going to be confirmed, right? So that is, let's see, not counting these characters, but we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more cameo characters that we're going to get inside of this game, all right? Which leaves Cabal right here, right? So Cabal, he may or may not have had files inside the game because T1000 stole a couple of his moves. But that's the only evidence that we have, or any type of secret or Easter egg that we're going to have for Cabal. So for those that are looking for Cabal to be inside of this game, I'm sorry to bust your bubble, bro, but it's not looking like we're going to get Cabal. Let's just be real. I'm going to keep it a $150 with you guys. Cassie Cage for Combat Pack 3. I'm glad you asked, bro. Let's go ahead and cover Cassie Cage. All right? Now, I already told you guys that the Combat Pack kids, right, are coming into this game. I told y'all, let's even, bro. Let's even go ahead and take it a step further, right? Is this loaded up still? This is still loaded up. So look, check this out, right? Possible characters right here, right? He has Chameleon, Jackie Briggs, Jade, and Skarlet. And there goes Skarlet again. There goes Jade again, right? These 2 characters keep popping up. Somehow, some way, they keep popping up, right? Inside of everybody's list, it doesn't matter what list you look at, they're always popping up in somebody else's list. Give me 2 seconds, you guys. I'm fogging. All right. So, I say this to say, right, that throughout everybody's list, these characters somehow, some way keep making an appearance. I don't know how, but they keep making an appearance, right? Is it too far-fetched to say that at this point, you guys, we're pretty much getting Jade, we're pretty much getting Skarlet, right? And then Interloco actually data mined something a long time ago, and it ended up being the rendering for Jackie Briggs, and it ended up being the rendering for Cassie Cage. So Cassie Cage had dual Glocks. Jackie Briggs had her knuckle clusters, right? And this was from Mortal Kombat 1, right? This wasn't from Mortal Kombat 11. This is from Mortal Kombat 1. This is what Interloco data mined, right? This is from a long time ago. At this point, hey, $5 to anybody that can find it, bro. And then just drop your cash out. So anybody that finds this information, drop your cash up, bro, and I'll go ahead and send you the money, bro. $5 for anybody that can find that stuff, because I don't have it anymore, right? But I would love to go ahead and drop it in the poll to go ahead and just prove my point. So yeah. So Cassie Cage, we already got Takeda, right? Takeda's already popped up inside the game. He's 100% confirmed. We know this, right? Unless it, bro, I hope to God I still have this. I hope to God I still have this. Hold on. So we got a Kung Jin rendering that we had a while ago, right? I don't know if I still have it. It's probably gone at this point. Let's see. If I can find this, that would be so clutch. As a matter of fact, bro, at this point, $5 more to whoever can find that rendering too, bro. Yeah, because I don't think I have it in here. But for those that don't know, Kung Jin ended up having a rendering drop, right? This guy right here, right? One of the combat pack kids. He ended up having a rendering drop, right? And he was bald. He was literally bald. So he wasn't 100% finished from what I can remember, right? I don't know if they were going to add hair to him. I don't know if they were going to add his helmet. All we know was that this guy was bald, all right? And NetherRealm Studios ended up dropping it. Was basically saying, you know, we dropped this character to basically show you guys that there was more content. But since, you know, that the game is pretty much dying, you know, there's nothing we can do. So, you know, here we are, right? And they end up dropping that rendering, right? But it doesn't really matter because at this point, the character is pretty much finished, right? And if this character is pretty much finished, then that means we're probably going to get him for the next cameo character for Combat Pack number 2, all right? He's pretty much done, y'all. Like, and NetherRealm Studios has pretty much shown us that this character is pretty much done. So, I think it's safe to say that we're more than likely going to get him for Combat Pack 2, right? This is the guy that we're going to see next, all right? Right next to Madame Bo, all right? So that pretty much either A, confirms that this character is going to be playable, or not playable, a cameo for the next slot, or we're going to see him in a future update, right? And I wish I could find this rendering. I really do, bro. Like, I would literally love to find this rendering just to prove this point, bro, because I know some people have seen it, and I know other people got to just see it to believe it. Gosh damn it, I don't have that rendering, bro. Alright, look, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop it inside of my community tab. That's what I'm going to do. So, I'll drop that inside the community tab, and then whoever finds the Ed Boon leak that I was talking about, $5, bro. I'm putting a $5 bounty out for that, right? If you can find that Ed Boon leak, bro, I'll go ahead and send you the $5, Cash App, PayPal, it doesn't matter, right? But yeah, I need those 2 leaks, bro. And I'll go ahead and I'll drop it in my community tab, right? So that pretty much confirms 2 Combat Pack 2 kids, all right? Now, Cassie Cage. We'll go ahead and get into Cassie Cage, right? At this point, she's pretty much confirmed too, right? We've seen the dual Glocks from Inner Loco, right? We've seen the knuckle clusters from Inner Loco, right? And then we also saw that Cassie Cage also had a dialogue with Megan Fox, right? So Megan Fox, aka Natara, we already know Natara, Megan Fox. She's never coming in NetherRealm Studios again, right? She doesn't give a fuck about Mortal Kombat. She was there for the bag. Let's be real. Just like this guy in the bottom corner. He's here for the bag, all right? So for Cassie, it was a couple of things. There was like, it was a bird, it's a plane, and I remember that one specifically. She was like, it's a bird, it's a plane, and then she basically gets cut off by Natara, right? Anybody that's seen that in 2023, it's probably gone, bro. Like, if you had it, you had it. If you don't have it, you don't have it, bro. But I'm going ahead and letting you guys know right now that this is what it was, right? So that's 2 things for Cassie Cage, right? You got her Glocks, and then you have a dialogue, all right? So Cassie Cage, more than likely going to be a part of this game, all right? Combat Pack number 3. She's more than likely going to be playable, all right? Which leaves Jackie Briggs, right? Jackie Briggs has knuckle clusters, right? And I feel like it would be dumb as fuck for her not to get added inside the game, since they've already added or teased 2 of the Combat Pack kids, right? Teased one of them very strongly, right? They pretty much just flat out said, hey, here's Kung Jin. We're just not finished with them, right? And then we have Takeda as a playable character, all right? If that ain't evidence, you guys, I don't know what is. All right? Like, I'm literally, like, putting it on a silver platter for you guys. Cassie Cage and Jade, we're getting both of them. Cassie Cage and Luna share the same voice actor. Correct. They do indeed share the same voice actor, from what I think you've seen right here, right? And that was another thing that I was gonna go ahead and point out, right? I'm glad you reminded me. So it's in plain sight, y'all. It's clear as day. It's clear as day. Right? In Mortal Kombat 1, Erica provides the voice for Cassie Cage. Not Mortal Kombat 11, not Mortal Kombat X, and they even mentioned those at the bottom. But Mortal Kombat 1. Alright? Now look. Y'all remember when anybody that, spoiler alert, anybody that's played the pyramid, the end of Mortal Kombat, right? The end of the campaign. We know that the combat kids never talked. They never said a word. All right? They didn't say a word. That's all I'm gonna say. If that doesn't confirm, you said, do I know who she is? I don't know her personally. Let's see here. Not the voice. Yeah, I don't know the voice actor personally. If you're talking about a specific character from MK, no, that name is not familiar. So look, if that ain't evidence, you guys, I don't know what is. But hey, bro, Corey, enlighten me for sure, bro. Like, educate me. Like, the more information we have on this, right, the better. For sure. Because, like, I only know so much, right? Like, I'm literally just going in, I'm just piecing the puzzle together, honestly. Right? This is no data mining, you guys. Like, literally, y'all can go in and y'all can do this yourselves. Honestly. The information is out there for everybody to just go in and do the research. And they're literally point blank, blatantly putting all this information in front of our faces. And I don't think anybody is going in and like piecing this together, right? Like, we got Dynasty, he's covering news and stuff, right? But he's not piecing the puzzles together, right? We got what's the underdog guy? True Underdog. He's going in, right? He's making videos, right? But he's not really piecing anything together, right? And I feel like that's what's making the game die, right? It's that the content for MK ain't really contenting. You know what I mean? Right? So, like, people aren't really looking for this. They're not doing a deep dive for this type of stuff. They're not looking for the information like how I'm doing a deep dive with you guys. You know what I mean? Right? So, I don't know. Look up on Luna on Google. I got you. Hold up. You're probably not gonna be able to see this, bro. I swear I gotta set all this stuff up, bro. I'm new to the game, all right. I'm still new to the game, you guys. Like not Interloco, Dynasty. He should be covering stuff like this too, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. And that's why I kind of got an issue with a lot of his stuff, because some of the videos that he be dropping, I already cover. And then once I cover them and I talk about, like, for example, Harumi, right? When I cover Harumi, I covered that topic like 3, 4, 5 weeks ago before Dynasty even touched that topic, right? And then all of a sudden I see a video of Dynasty dropping the same exact shit that I just dropped like 2 weeks ago. You know, mind you, okay, that's a coincidence, right? And then I end up seeing the whole T1000 thing. I dropped the whole thing for T1000. Here comes Dynasty. Drops a T1000 video, right? Then I forgot what other video that I ended up dropping. But damn, he got me on the Michael Myers one. I'm not gonna lie to you. He was first to the punch with that, you know. Then I forgot whatever other video that I dropped. I forgot what character it was, bro. But I ended up dropping a video on a specific character, and then all of a sudden, right, all these other big YouTubers just started piling up on it, right? And then I ended up dropping another video on Skarlet, right? And then here come True Underdog going in and talking about, you know, dropping just Skarlet videos or Skarlet thumbnails, right? Nobody was even thinking about Skarlet until I dropped it, right? Mind you, I only get like, probably like on average, y'all, I probably get like, I want to say like 500 views, maybe 1,000. Like, and on a great day, I'm getting like 8K. Right? On a great day. So, out of all that, right? You don't think these motherfuckers wasn't underneath my video? Like, I had folks like commenting, like, Interloco has literally commented underneath my videos, bro. Right? You don't think y'all don't think like Dynasty, you know, True Underdog don't be watching YouTube? Let's be real for like 2 seconds. Right? And that's why I got beef with Dynasty. That's why I got beef with True Underdog, right? Because they not really doing what the fuck they supposed to do, bro. Like, they supposed to be going in here. They supposed to be providing the information, like how I'm supposed to be breaking it down. Like how I'm breaking it down for you guys right now, right? They supposed to be doing a deep dive. They supposed to be doing the live. They ain't doing none of that shit. They over here collecting a check, bro. And that's why I'm pissed off. They ain't trying to do the extra, like, they not going the extra mile. They're not giving y'all this information, right? They're not doing a deep dive. They're not telling you how Cassie Cage is going to be released. They're not talking about the Combat Pack kids. No, they want to talk about fucking Pink Floyd for 5, 6, 7 videos. That's why I'm fucking pissed, bro. That's why. And that's why I got beef with this motherfucker right down here. And that's why I got beef with the, what's his name? Whatever the fuck his name is. True fucking Underdog. Whatever the hell his name is, bro. That shit pisses me off, bro. It really does. Right? But that's so off topic, bro. So off topic. And I even
don't care for Tor.
No, you don't care, bro. So we got Cassie Cage. Johnny Cage. So to pretty much sum up the whole Combat Pack Kid thing, bro, because I've been stuck on this for a while, bro, and I fully got sidetracked, right? Looking up this voice actor too. Let's see here. Bro, this the right lady? She a pop star? Oh shit. You sure is this the right girl? I feel like I looked up the wrong thing, bro. I might have looked up the wrong thing. I don't know, bro. My bad if I did, Corey, bro. I tried, bro. I really did. So to make it a long story short for the Combat Pack kids, bro, Cassie Cage is more than likely going to be Cassie Blade inside of this game, right? Because I did see, and I think he dropped it right here, right? He didn't look this information up. He found it inside, and he didn't do a deep dive, bro. He didn't do a deep dive, bro. But I know for a fact that I seen it. But more than likely, Cassie Cage is going to be named Cassie Blade, and we're going to get Sonya Blade and Cassie Cage inside the same character. That is my prediction for that character. All right, that's what I think we're gonna get. We're gonna get a 2-in-1 since everybody wants to see Sonya Blade come back. Like, let's be real, who doesn't want to see Sonya Blade come back, right? So we're gonna end up seeing Sonya Blade, and then we're gonna end up seeing Cassie Cage in one character. So expect to see like a bunch of like bicycle kick moves, a bunch of like crazy like leg moves, nut punches, you know, just a combination of like Johnny Cage and Sonya, honestly, because that's what Cassie is. Let's be real, she's a combination of both of them, man. All right, Cassie Blade, what? Yep, Cassie Blade, bro. Cassie motherfucking Blade. That's gonna be my guess, right? It's a strong guess, but look, we ended up getting General Shao, right? We ended up getting gender swaps. We end up getting Transformers. At this point, is it really surprising? Is it really surprising to get Cassie Blade, y'all? I don't think it is.
I doubt that would happen.
So then we got for the rest of this list, he has Meet Again, Triborg, possible cameos, Dagon, which is not gonna be a cameo. You know this. Like, that's the thing, bro. He knows that this is not gonna be a cameo, right? Drummond, he's not going to be a cameo. Mocap, he's more than likely not going to be a cameo. Even though, like, these are characters that people do want to see return. But I think they should return these characters as playable, bro. And if these characters do end up returning as playable, they're probably going to be for a different game. Let's be real, right? Blaze, more than likely the requirements are not met. Aaron Black, I think Aaron Black has a strong chance of making a return, right? He has the strongest chance, and here's why I say he has the strongest chance of making a return, you guys, is because Aaron Black is the only one. He's the only one that has actual moves that can actually fit inside like a cameo slot move, right? The world in Combat Pack 2, 3 doesn't happen. Yeah, honestly, bro, I don't know what the MK community is going to do if they decide to like not do Combat Pack 3, because we literally have a year gap. I don't think y'all like understand like how drastic this is, right? Like, think about it like this, right? This is where MK is, right? This is where MK1. This is where MK's next game is going to be, right? Or it's probably going to be Injustice, right? In between this. Right, this is a year. This is a year and 6 months. So if we don't get content for an entire year, You know what that's gonna do? It's either A, we're gonna go and play Virtua Fighter, because let's be real, Virtua Fighter is coming out on what? The next year or so? I don't know. I don't remember. Or we're either gonna be all at Street Fighter. There's no in between, bro. Like, if they don't drop a Combat Pack 3, I don't think y'all understand. This game, like, the whole franchise might actually be cooked. Right? It might be cooked. So they have to drop a Combat Pack 3. And the information showing, from what I'm showing you guys, right? Which, once again, these big YouTubers should be showing you guys. This is proving that we're getting a Combat Pack 3. We're 100% getting a Combat Pack 3. Like, there's no in between. Like, there's too much evidence. There's too many characters, right? That are, like, pointing towards these Combat Pack 3 allegations. Right? So, let's see here. I think I've covered majority of the stuff for the Combat Pack 2 kids. Next thing that we have to cover. Let's see here. And if y'all haven't played Schedule 1, go play it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was thinking about streaming it, bro, just to take a break from this MK shit. But, if that ends up happening, bro, and y'all end up getting a little stream, hey. So I wanted to go ahead and cover this. I think this is like the last bit of information that I have so far, right? Because I'm not going to lie to you, bro. It is so late, but I had to get this out to y'all, bro. Like, there was just too much evidence lined up, and I was too excited that I had to cover this shit, right? There was, like, no in between. All right, so remaining 4 cameos, right? This is a custom list that somebody made on on X, right? It's a custom little list. So I ended up making a video, and a lot of y'all said that this blue ninja was actually Hydro, right? See, I listen to y'all, unlike some YouTubers, but y'all end up saying that this was Hydro, this is Chameleon, Harumi, and Shinnok. All right, so those are the 4 people that he said for this list, and then he even has Meat, Cabal, Fujin, the Orange Ninja. Which, hey, anybody that knows who this Orange Ninja name is, $5, bro. $5, bro. This is a potential $15 video, bro. If you can find all the stuff that I said in this video, you can earn $15, bro. As a matter of fact, I'll double it, $10 for this Orange Ninja, bro. Orange Ninja, bro, $10. So that's 20 potential dollars, bro. Cash App, PayPal, is whatever. And then we got Chucky, right? So let's actually go down this list real quick, right? Oh, and then we got a couple more. We got Skarlet, Sonya, Jax, Kentaro, Kano, and Jade. All right. I hope that Combat Pack 3 or Injustice 3 will be reboot. I'm sick of the evil Superman. Come on, bro. You know they have a certain script that they have to stick to. You know that we're going to probably get evil Superman for the 3rd time. Let's be real. All right. And the crazy part about it is I don't even think Injustice is really as popular as MK. Like, it could be. But I don't know, bro. I don't know. So look. Here's what we got. Chameleon. And NetherRealm Studios. I will say it over and over and over again. We need to get Creative Fighter. Right? You really want to bring a lot more people back to this game? You give us Creative Fighter. We get Creative Fighter, we'll stay. We don't get Creative Fighter, I can't guarantee you everybody is going to make it out. That's the best way I can put it, right? Chameleon is the best candidate for you to make him playable and give us a Creative Fighter, right? Because you can add Chameleon's moves inside of the game, and he can literally copy every ability inside the game. You guys have shown us time and time again that it is possible inside of Invasions, right? We've had mixed cameo characters and cameo abilities and actual fighter characters abilities inside of one character. Which means, number one, we don't need cameos. We don't need a cameo mode, right? We can get a mode where there's no cameos, and we can get a creative fighter. Those are the two biggest things that you can do in order to give us more content for at least 3 to 4 months. All right? And then you guys can end up dropping the Combat Pack 3. That would be the smartest power move that they could ever make, is giving us creative fighter. And I know some big YouTubers going to go ahead and they're going to see this part and they're going to be like, oh my God, this is a great idea. This is a fucking great idea, right? They're going to do it, right? But yes, give us Chameleon, bro. We get Chameleon, give us creative fighter. It's not that hard to do. The movesets are already in the game. All you have to do is really give us half of the movesets from Reptile, honestly. And then just give us a couple of moves and give us the rendering for Chameleon. And there you go. It's not that hard, bro. Right? You already have half of the studio split for this game and half of the other studio working on Injustice 3 right now. Right? Just give us one character and put a bunch of moves inside of this one character. It's not hard. Now, for Hydra. Let's be real, you guys. we're probably not getting Hydra. Right? Evil Superman is boring. Bro, I know. You gotta bear with NetherRealm Studios, dude. You really do. Like, it's difficult, but you gotta bear with them with some of the stuff, right? That's Warner Brothers, baby. That's Warner Brothers game, right? We already know that Injustice 3 is gonna be a flop. They're gonna fuck it up. We already know this. We're really just waiting on the next Mortal Kombat, and we're gonna hope that they don't fuck that up too. That's literally where we're at with it, right? I'd rather have a fighting game based on Invincible. Oh, bro, an Invincible game would be fire. If they make an Invincible game, you guys, I think that might actually blow Mortal Kombat out the water. I'm just saying. Right? We get a 3D fighter. Hear me out. We get a 3D fighter, right? We get a couple of the Invincible characters. Omni-Man is probably going to be fucking overpowered. But we get an Invincible game, 3D, right? And then give us a couple of little, like, fatality moves, but like kind of like make it like a brutality type of thing, right? If somebody's on low health, like, use your special move and then you like off them or something like that, right? That's what Invincible is about. Yeah, fire, bro. Yes, fire. It would be fire. Honestly. Right? We get an Invincible game, bro. I feel like people would love that shit. This shit, Mortal Kombat might be a thing of the past if they do that. And it's like an Injustice style type of game. Yeah. Yes. That might kill Mortal Kombat. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Alright? Harumi. Now. And every time I mention this character, bro, I get pissed. I really do, bro. It just makes me think of Dynasty, bro. It really does. But I think Harumi is gonna end up being playable. Right? Now hear me out. We still got Combat Pack number 3. And with hard concrete evidence from the beginning of this video, you guys, I've proven that we're getting Combat Pack 3. I've proven that we're getting the Combat Pack kids, right? This has been proven. This is a known fact at this point, right? So I don't want anybody walking out of here thinking, we're not getting those, core elements, right? Along with 10 cameos for Combat Pack number 3. All right? So, and if you missed it, bro, you're going to have to go back. I'm not repeating, X, Y, and Z, bro. There was a lot of information. Play it back. So for Harumi, I feel like she's going to be playable, right? The voice actor, she confirmed that we are going to get Harumi. 10 cameos. Yes, you fucking heard it. 10 fucking cameos, bro. 10. Right? You want to see the list? Now you're going to have to definitely go back and look at why these characters are going to be in the game. But there's 10 fucking cameos, bro. 10. And at first I thought this was a fake fucking leak. It's not. It's not. Alright. So, yeah, hey, anybody else that wants to go see you got to go back, bro. I'm not covering it again. You got to go back. So for Harumi, right? She's going to be playable. The voice actor said that she's going to be cameo, right? She fucked up. She wasn't supposed to say that shit, right? She was like, I'm so happy that I'm going to be a cameo. They probably stripped her shit. But I think she's gonna be playable. All right, we've never had Harumi, and this is like this part right here. I have no evidence whatsoever. Right, the only evidence that I have was that the voice actor said that she was gonna be cameo. That was literally the only evidence that I had, you guys. That's it, right? And she put it up and then she took it down. Like it was like so quick. I think it was all of a day. Whoever caught it, kudos to you, bro, because that was a crazy fucking leak. The MK community went nuts when they saw that. But I think that she's gonna end up being playable, bro. Honestly, right? I just don't see this character being done justice if she's a cameo character, right? And then she spelled cameo wrong. I think she spelled cameo with a C. So I don't think the voice actor even knows what the hell she's talking about, if I'm being honest with you. I think she was just really excited that she was in the Mortal Kombat game, which, by all means, like, if I got a character slot inside MK, I would be excited too. So I get it, right? But that's all that we have for that character, you guys. I think she's going to be playable. Now, Shinnok. That's a little surprising, isn't it? Yeah. From Harumi and the cameos, yes. You wouldn't think that they would bring us like 10 plus cameos after they said that the game was pretty much gonna die several different times, right? But we're gonna get the cameos slowly, dude. We're not gonna get them like how we used to, because we only have a small selection. We have a small selection of developers working on that part of the game, so we're not gonna get anything crazy, you know. But it's gonna probably like come every like 2-3 months. Right, up until the point where they drop their next game. That's where we're at with it. So Shinnok, we saw Shinnok's rendering for this Mortal Kombat game, right? But this might actually be his amulet. All right, now let me go ahead and double back. A couple years ago, I dropped a video, right? I said that Shinnok was more than likely going to be cameo. Right, but from what I'm seeing right now, I don't think he's gonna be cameo. All right, I think that what I was looking at was Shinnok's amulet, and that's all they have for this character. Now I know it's sickening to say, right? Especially on my end, because I'm like, damn, I thought I had something, but I didn't. Right, but from what it looks like, I don't think we're gonna get Shinnok, you guys. If we do get Shinnok, it's gonna be surprising as fuck. Right, but Shinnok does have he does have data log inside of the game. He does have it. But I think it's specifically just talking about his amulet. I don't think it's talking about anything else. Right? Now, a lot of people were saying that we were more than likely going to get him for Combat Pack 3 or maybe Combat Pack 2, right? But if he was going to get dropped, Combat Pack 2 was going to be the time to do it, right? And I think that slot already belongs to Kung Jin. There's literally so many choices for the Combat Pack 3. There's a lot of choices, yeah. There is. There definitely is. They can add a lot of characters, right? But I think from the list, I think they're gonna more than likely follow that list. And if they don't, they're probably gonna give us maybe like 2 characters that may or may scrap, right? And then they might end up putting like Shinnok or Kentaro in those slots. And that's the only way I could see that going. Right, and that's the only way I can see Shinnok even make an appearance. Right. I'm gonna say that Isaac Clarke has never been a guest fighter for Mortal Kombat. Dude, there's so many characters that they could have made. Somebody literally was in my comments. I don't know who said it. I wish I remembered their names because I could have gave them so much credit, bro. But I think they're a reoccurring viewer, so they'll probably see this video. But they said that the Matrix character, Neo, if he was playable inside this game, that would be fire. Neo from the Matrix getting added to Mortal Kombat. That would be heat. Y'all couldn't tell me that wouldn't be heat. Right? And it's one of those classic movies. I think it came out in the early 2000s. It would be crazy to see that, right? All right. So I think this is the final list that this guy has dropped here. Yeah, fire, bro. Straight heat. Kid you not. If Neo got dropped, I think half of the MK community would literally stop playing every other game, bro, just to go play them. Honestly, right? Like I truly believe that half of the MK community would drop everything that they're fucking doing to go play that character. Work, it doesn't matter. School, your teacher, it doesn't matter, right? You leave in the classroom, you're sick that day. You're playing Mortal Kombat. You don't give a fuck. All right, so Fujin. Nah, it ain't happening, man. I'm sorry. I hope that Jay gets some. She will get plenty of sexy outfits. Corey, bro, let's be real. It'll be sexy, but it's gonna be pancakes. It's gonna be pancakes across the board, right? They have not made a single female character inside of this game that has been thick. I've yet to see it. I think the most buns that we've seen in this is from the cameo, and it's Sonya, and she doesn't have buns for real, bro. It's bad, right? Like, I don't know whether or not they were like trying to push the woke agenda or what, but we never got any ass or any titties inside of this game, and it was sad, dude. It's sad. Like, how is Takeda more caked up than Melina? Make it make sense. We used to have Flesh Pit Melina. Let's be real. Exception of Melina's outfit, an outfit for Melina in the game. I think we got a deception one for Melina. Correct me if I'm wrong. So Fujin, we're not seeing Fujin, bro. And then I think we went over Cabal. We talked about this like several different times, bro. Orange Ninja, bro. Y'all gotta come. I don't know who that is, bro. Y'all gotta come up with something. Meat. We pretty much know that Meat is more than likely gonna come to the game, right? If Ed Boon's list is correct, then if it's not, then that would mean that 2 of the things that he said in that list are false, right? But everything in that list has been true, if I'm being real with you guys. And then Chucky. So let's talk about Chucky real quick, right? Where do I even start with this? This is a character that a lot of people want to see in this game, right? And if executed correctly, this cameo could be the best-selling cameo, best-selling point, best-selling for Combat Pack 3, right? It has to be executed right, though, right? Like Ghostface, I feel like Ghostface is a really good character, right? If played correctly. But he's limited to certain amount of cameos. Just like how Sub-Zero is very limited to certain characters, Ghostface is also limited to certain characters. You can only play him with Movado. I want to say not Cetrion, but who's the demon chick inside the game? I can't even remember her name. Serena, and what is his name? Sector. Right? I'm sorry, bro. It's getting late, bro. I'm tired, but like, I'm still get the information out for you guys, bro. So those 3 characters, cameo characters, are literally the only character that you can really pair him up with and actually get juicy damage. Now, if you wanted to get spicy with it, you could go with Sub-Zero, but you're not going to get a lot of damage, right? So if they execute Chucky that way, I feel like that this would be a cameo character that nobody's going to really mess with, right? But this is not about whether cameo character is good or not. This is about the leaking information on if this character can actually even make it into the game, right? Now, Ed Boon went in and he made a post. Actually, it wasn't even Ed Boon. I think it was NetherRealm Studios itself. They said that they were going to start introducing guest cameo characters. Yes, guest cameo characters. We're getting guest cameo characters. I don't know when, I don't know how, but we're getting guest cameo characters. They have already said it. Now, if they go back on their word, that is on them, right? Do not kill the messenger. This is what NetherRealm Studios said specifically out of their mouth, that we're getting guest characters, guest cameo characters, all right? So, next Halloween rolls around, man. We don't get Chucky, off with their heads. We don't get Chucky, off with their heads, bro. honestly, because they told us already. They told us that we were gonna get guest cameo characters, right? Halloween is gonna roll around, so this game is gonna get 2 Halloweens. All right. You didn't give us Myers. If you don't give us Chucky, off with your head, bro. All right. But that's it, bro. For this right here, I don't think I missed anything, bro. I am like woozy right now, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. But oh, this list right here. All right. So, last list, bro. Let me go ahead and let y'all know the real, bro. Like I said, bro, it's a lot of information. Play it back. I understand it's a lot of information. I probably stumbled over my words like 20 different times, bro. I'm sorry in advance. But the information gotta get out there. Dynasty not gonna cover it. Whatever the fuck his name is. Underdog, he's not gonna cover it, bro. Uncaged Games is definitely not gonna cover it. So y'all pretty much got me, Scotty, and I commend Scotty because he be trying so damn hard, bro. He really does, bro. Hey, shout out to Scotty, bro. Shout out to Scotty, bro. And then Kenny Bomb, bro. I fuck with Kenny Bomb too, bro. Yeah, like, these like guys that are like really be trying to give us the like information, and then we got the big YouTubers that should be giving us this information, but they don't. So it's whatever. It is what it is, bro. Like, hey. As a matter of fact, bro, check this out, bro. Share this video. If y'all can go ahead and just share this video to anybody that's interested in Combat Pack number 3, bro, share the video, bro. Because Dynasty not going to do the shit, bro. He's not going to do his due diligence. True Underdog is not going to do his due diligence, bro. And these are the big YouTubers that are supposed to be carrying this shit. And they're not leaking this shit, bro. As a matter of fact, leak this shit to Dynasty. Let him cover it. He's the one that should be covering this shit. Alright, so anyway. Sonya Blade, right? We already know that Sonya is just cameo. We're gonna get Cassie Blade, right? We're gonna get that. That's what I'm going for. That's what I'm banking on. Cassie Blade, all right. Jax, we're keeping Jax at cameo. For looking at, let me see. I hope if Kano is for Comeback 3, they will not have him shirtless again. Oh man. Oh no, that's funny. That's funny. Yeah, the hair with the eyeball in the chest, that was kind of disturbing for a lot of people. I know it was. It's uncomfortable looking at Kano shirtless. Yeah. It looks like an infection, bro. That's the best way I can put it. It looks like an infection. So, Kano, we know that we're not getting Kano for playable, bro. Alright. I know some people want to see Kano as playable, but let's be real for 2 seconds, bro. Let's be real for 2 seconds. Would you rather have Skarlet, or would you rather have Kano? As a matter of fact, I'll do you guys one better. Would you rather have Jade, or would you rather have Kano? That's where we're at with it. We're getting Jade over Kano. We're getting Skarlet over Kano. All right. Would you rather have Sonya or would you rather have Kano? That's where we are with it. Yep. We're exactly Skarlet and Jade. Exactly. But yeah, man. Last but not least, Kentaro, bro. Kentaro had data inside of this game, bro. I don't know where the fuck this character went. I don't know whether or not they're like blue balling us or what. But I haven't seen a lick of information up until that point. I haven't seen anything else data mined. I don't know whether or not they scrapped this character, bro. But dude, they need to make this character his own character. Give us this for cameo. You've given us Goru. You've given us Motaro. Why not finish the product and give us Kentaro? It doesn't make sense. Why would we not get this character? That blows me to like an astronomical level, bro. Because we should have been gotten this character. We've gotten the top 2. We need the big 3. We honestly need the big 3. He has data files inside the game, but they haven't done anything with them. I couldn't find anything from Invasions, you guys. Like, nothing. So I don't know. Kano makes me so uncomfortable. Oh, definitely him. Kano makes me so uncomfortable. Shirtless. Yeah, bro. I don't think anybody was rocking with that, bro. I don't think anybody was rocking with that, to be honest with you. Oh, man. But all right, bro. I think that was pretty much everything from my list, dog. For right now. For now. I got more stuff. But, dude, it's late as hell. And I gotta go to work. I gotta go to work, bro. You see what I mean, bro? And once again, bro, this is what I mean. Like, I'm doing this off a 9 to 5. Dynasty over there, he chilling. Not giving y'all nothing. This is where we're at with it. Let's be real. I'm working a 9 to 5 giving y'all this. He not doing nothing. But alright, man. Oh, man. Hey, honestly, for each and every one of you that have came to this stream, bro, I appreciate it, dog. Honestly, dude. You know, I could not drop a lot of this information without you guys, bro. The fact that I even made it to like 2K, 2.6K in a year, that's fucking phenomenal. Hey, give y'all yourselves a pat on the back, man. Like, I honestly appreciate it. Like, from the bottom of my heart, honestly, dude. Like, I don't know where the fuck I would be without you guys, right? Because, dude, I'd probably be like, I probably would have fully given up on YouTube. I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. Like, it's been a bumpy road for sure, but dude, this is like, seeing this, like, interacting with you guys like this, right? This is the reason why I do this shit. Not just, don't get me wrong. I love MK. Don't get me wrong. I love MK, right? But it's not as fun if you don't have anybody to share it with, bro. So that's where I'm at with it, bro. Don't cry. But alright, man. I'm about to go ahead and get up out of here, dude. Appreciate you guys for coming to the stream, bro. Each and every one of you, man. Hey, Corey, appreciate you, bro. You was active as fuck throughout this entire stream. Ice Hawk, bro, appreciate you. You was active as fuck throughout this entire stream, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Honestly. But alright, bro. I'm hot as hell, bro. I'm sweating. I'm about to go to bed. Appreciate y'all, man. This is Peeps. I love each and every one of you, man. And I'm out. Peace.